What if I told you that one of Germany's most gifted young midfielders isn't at Bayern or Dortmund, but at Hertha Berlin? A 16-year-old who's already made history in this wide Bundesliga, a player some fans in Germany are calling the mini Toni Kroos. His name is Kenneth Eichhorn, and trust me, this is a name Manchester United fans should be keeping a very close eye on. Kenneth Eon is a 16-year-old German defensive midfielder playing for Hertha BSC, standing about 1.86 meters tall. He has the physical profile of a player much older, but what really stands out is how composed and tactically intelligent he is. He doesn't play like a teenager, he plays like someone who's been patrolling the middle of the park for a decade. He made his debut in this wide Bundesliga at just 16 years and 14 days old, becoming the youngest ever player to feature in that league. That alone tells you how highly Hertha rate him. In July 2025, the club offered him a new long term contract, tying him to the first team setup and signaling just how much faith they have put into his development. And it's not just Hertha who see it. Scouts from clubs like Manchester United, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid have been watching closely. Despite being only 16, Aishwan has already achieved more at club level than many players do it in their late teens. He was promoted to Hertha senior training group for the 2025-26 season and has already started collecting first team minutes in competitive matches. He has also become one of the youngest players ever to start for Hertha in this wide Bundesliga. The club loves to see him as one of their biggest long-term assets, reportedly valuing him at around 20 million euros, an extraordinary figure for someone his age. These milestones show a few things. First, Hertha's absolute trust in his ability to handle senior football. Second, his maturity, because you don't just hand a 16-year-old a debut unless he's mentally ready. And third, his resilience to step into professional football and look comfortable in no small feat. Now let's talk about that nickname, the mini Toni Kroos. It's not just because he's German or plays in the midfield, it's because of his poise, his passing range, and the way he controls tempo. Like Kroos, Aishon loves to dictate play from deep, switching the ball across the pitch and organizing his teammates. He plays with his head up, scanning constantly and always being one or two steps ahead. He's not a flashy dribbler or someone who relies on tricks. Instead, it's all about his precision, rhythm, and control. The kind of maturity is rare. Kroos built his career on dictating the flow of games. Aishon at 16 already looks like he's learning to do the same. Let's look at some of the key indicators from his early senior appearances and what they tell us. Height and physicality, 1.86 meters and 82 kgs. He is already built for the role, using his frame to win duels and shield possession under pressure. Top speed, 32.06 kilometers per hour, respectable for a holding midfielder, quick enough to recover position and track runners. Tackles won this season, that's 62. This shows how active he is defensively, reading the game and stepping in at the right moment. Ball action, 259 in his early matches. That's huge involvement rate for someone who so young, showing he wants responsibility and touches in every phase. 4 yellow cards in 8 games. This point to his aggression and willingness to compete, though it's also an area that needs refinement. Passing and long balls. He attempts ambitious passes, often playing long diagonals to switch play, exactly what Kroos made a career out of. These numbers show a midfielder who doesn't hide. He demands the ball, looks forward, and has the blend of bite and brains that defines top modern pivots. He's still raw, but the intent in his game is crystal clear. Now, the exciting bit for United fans. Kenneth Eichhorn has been linked with some of Europe's biggest clubs, and yes, Manchester United are reportedly among them. Scouts have been tracking him for months, especially after his debut and record breaking appearances. The challenge, UK clubs aren't allowed to sign players from abroad under the age of 18, so United will have to wait until he turns 18 in 2027 before making any official move. That means for now it's about monitoring his development and maintaining contact, the same way they did with players like Garnacho before he was eligible. And here's where it gets really interesting. Under Amorim's United are building a system that values intelligent, technically gifted midfielders who can transition play and cover space. Amorim's midfield structure, with a single pivot at the base and dynamic runners ahead, is tailor-made for someone like Aishon. His ability to read the game, distribute long, and stay composed under pressure fits that profile perfectly. He could be the kind of deep-lying conductor United have lacked since Michael Carrick. Kenneth Eichhorn isn't a player United can sign right now, but he's absolutely one they should be watching. At 16, he's already making history in professional football, showing leadership, tactical understanding, and composure that most players develop much later. He is not just a wonder kid with hype around his name, he's proving it on the pitch for Hertha every week, against grown professionals in one of Europe's toughest second divisions. If he continues developing his discipline, decision making, and passing consistency, he could genuinely become the world class deep lying midfielder. And while United may have to wait 2 more years before even being allowed to make a move, keeping close tabs on his growth now could be the smartest scouting decision the club makes this decade. Because players like Kenneth Eichhorn doesn't come around often, but when they do, the top clubs who spot them early are the ones that reap the rewards.